How important is your health? How about the health of your family and friends? We avoid eating and drinking things that are unhealthy or dangerous, and we certainly keep them away from our loved ones. But what about hazardous materials that we ingest in other ways? Breathing is one example. What kind of air are you providing for those inside your home or business? Is that air healthy for you, for your family, for your coworkers? We tend to take indoor air for granted. We believe that because this air is inside, it's free of pollutants and allergens. But according to the EPA, studies of human exposure to air pollutants indicate that indoor levels of pollutants may be 2 to 5 times and occasionally more than 100 times higher than outdoor pollutant levels. They go on to say that indoor air pollutants have been ranked among the top 5 environmental risks to public health. Fresh air is the key.
One thing we often take for granted is the fact that we inhale and exhale at kind of an involuntary way. We actually know that we respirate about 9,000 liters of air a day. Knowing that natural exchange, I guess I'd like to make sure that I'm getting a steady supply of fresh air at a similar rate to which I exhale. And I think those are one of the things we're finding, that a good, well-built, energy-efficient home probably doesn't supply me with enough fresh air all by itself. Trying to save energy is important, but we also want to make sure that the indoor environment that our families live in is healthier and safer. One of the ways we can do that is, instead of opening windows to introduce pollens and dust and maybe noise from outside, ventilation systems can now be installed to provide fresh, filtered air that actually recovers the energy, whether it's heating energy or cooling energy, and supplying that to our families and all the places that they spend time.
In addition, recycled indoor air tends to harbor excess humidity, making it a breeding ground for mold and other unpleasant, harmful organisms.
Now, many of us have heard the stories about mold, something that seems to be interesting because it's been here for a very long time. But we are learning that moisture inside of our homes can condense on windows or surfaces just because of lifestyle. As we're cooking and cleaning and taking showers, we need to remove this moisture at a much more consistent rate. And as houses have gotten tighter, the exchange of that moist air with outdoor air hasn't happened fast enough. So we are realizing that with a continuous strategy of ventilation, I can keep my moisture levels much more in control, reducing moisture that could condense on windows, could grow mold in places that I wouldn't like it to, and could really affect my health. So the mold issue has really come about since the improvements in energy and also the improvements of house tightness. We don't want leaky, drafty houses, but we want to make sure they're also healthy inside.
Venmar's line of whole house and light commercial air exchangers are made to dramatically reduce indoor air pollution by actively trading indoor air for fresh, filtered outdoor air, all without negatively impacting the efficiency of the heating and cooling systems within the buildings in which they're installed.
We have systems on the market now that have been around for almost 30 years. The technology allows us to bring fresh air, recover the energy, filter it, and put it back into our homes. At the same time, we can take stale air, remove it, not let the two air streams touch, and exhaust it to the outside. We're able to recover both heat energy and cool energy to make our house, regardless of the climate we live in, best health, best environment, and the optimum for energy efficiency.
Venmar air exchangers can be integrated into any forced air heating or cooling system. Whether they're part of a new construction or a renovation, these units are very affordable to install and maintain. To learn more about improving the air quality in your home or business with a Venmar air exchanger, just ask your contractor.